That's bad.
That's really bad.
Hello, welcome to Cynic Critique, where we get real with cult films. I'm your host Brian, and I'm here with my brother and co-host, my bro-host, Thomas.
Hello.
Last episode was all about heroes as satire and metaphor. This time we talk what Stan Lee dubbed Heroes with Hang-Ups. It's Marvel's first family, the Fantastic Four, the duology from Tim Story.
Yeah, Fantastic Four from 2005 then, yeah.
I believe so.
Victor, you always thought you were a god.
Let's not fight.
No, let's.
Like I said, directed by Tim Story, written by Mark Frost and Michael France. It was on a budget of $100 million, and it grossed $333,535,934. And it stars Ian Grufford as Reed Richards, Michael Chiklis as Ben Grimm, Chris Evans as Johnny Storm, Jessica Alba as Sue Storm, and Julia McMahon as Victor Von Doom. And the synopsis, which I'm sure everyone's familiar with, or maybe not. A group of astronauts gain superpowers after a cosmic radiation exposure and must use them to oppose the plans of their enemy, Dr. Victor Von Doom.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of like a childhood classic, right?
You were 15.
I know. But, like, what else is it?
I mean, this is when all the superhero films were just, like, coming out one after the other, really. Like, the start of it.
Yeah, since the X-Men, I guess, the first Fox X-Men.
Yeah.
That seemed to create a big boom.
Yeah.
And then when it got to Iron Man, it just became a bigger boom.
Yeah.
Everyone wanted to make a comic book film.
Yeah. Like, I don't really understand all the hate for this.
No. Before we go any further, can I just mention that it's a sad time in a way because Julian McMahon had recently passed.
Yeah.
And one of our favourite films of this year so far is The Surfer, where he's the antagonist to Nick Cage.
Yeah.
And he's phenomenal in it.
Nick Cage?
Well, yeah. But no, Julian McMahon as well.
Yeah. He's great in this. Yeah, he's great in that and he's great in this. I don't think I've seen a bad performance from him.
No. Also Marvel comic book related. He's the antagonist to the Runaways Marvel TV show from, I don't know, mid-2010s?
Yeah.
Not long after the Marvel Netflix era kicked off, is it?
Yeah.
And that got 3 seasons.
Yeah.
Worth a watch. A little more teen-focused, but worth a watch.
Yeah, something that got a bit of backlash as well on it.
Yeah, I believe so. I believe they made some changes to the comics, though, because all the parents were supposed to be, like, real supervillains, and
yeah,
they were just regular guys in a cult almost in there.
Yeah.
That had a bit of a sketchy past.
But anyway, Fantastic Four. Well, it's fantastic. Is there any other word you can use for it? Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I guess.
Awesome. Fabulous. Any other synonyms for fantastic?
It's just fantastic. And there's 4 of them.
No, I particularly like this film, and I've always liked this film. And watching it just the other night, ready for this, it goes by at a click. It's really punchy.
Yeah.
And I think it nails a decent tone. Something that I feel the Marvel MCU films have kind of replicated, and you've said that as well.
Yeah. Oh, they tried to.
Yeah.
It's got that, like, humour to it. It's tried to do family fun, keep it at a certain level of superheroics, I guess. But I think this does it kind of better than most of the MCU entries anyway.
It feels more balanced, I think, and more right.
Yeah, the humour's actually from the characters themselves. Like, it's actually their personalities coming through. And
especially the chemistry with Chris Evans as Johnny Storm and Michael Chiklis as Ben Grimm.
Yeah.
That's a great chemistry in this film.
They're great. I think the chemistry for the whole cast in this is great. I think that's something they really had down. I really enjoy watching them all together.
Yeah. If I was to say there's a weakest link in the cast, it's maybe Jessica Alba.
Yeah.
But it's not her, it's the script, I feel.
Yeah.
They could give her more to do.
Yeah. They do establish it. She's like a scientist as well and all this, that and the other, but after that they don't really seem to do much with it.
Yeah.
Because Reed is the smart one, so... if I'm right, they said they focus more on her like motherly side, like her maternal sort of having to keep everyone in check, which that really is.
Yeah. I mean, it's needed. The way that Ben Grimm pouts about and gets mad at Johnny, and Johnny's always like not taking things seriously, and Reed's too focused on his logic and science. So she's kind of like the bonding glue for them all, isn't she?
Yeah, but I can't really say much bad about this. There's not really much like you can say that's really down on it, if you know what I mean.
No, like the special effects aren't great, especially when it comes to Mr. Fantastic's stretching abilities.
Yeah.
But for its time, it looked great.
Yeah.
And looking back now, it's like, why are they even bothering with special effects on that when I'm pretty sure it'd be cheaper to just do a bit of puppeteering for some of them long stretches?
Yeah, yeah. But they were obsessed with using CGI.
I think it was there, and it was still relatively new at that stage.
Yeah.
That I think they wanted to push it. I mean, they could have probably done a CGI Ben Grimm for the Thing in this, but apparently Chiklis actually insisted on the suit, a prosthetic suit, and from the things we've had, including the latest one, even though I haven't seen the film yet, but just from the trailer, this is my favourite.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it helps when it's actually a real thing you're looking at. A real thing.
But he's kind of the heart of the film.
Yeah.
I feel like it really hangs on him. He's the one that's carrying the emotional weight there. Like, you've got the kind of love triangle, is it, between Doom, Reed and Sue?
Yeah, but that's kind of dropped. Like.
But, yeah. But even then you've got the relationship building still between Sue and Reed.
Yeah.
But the heart of the film is really with Ben Grimm, and when he meets Alicia Masters, played by Kerry Washington. In fact, Kerry Washington, I forgot to look it up. Is she the one in that Bad Boys TV series spin-off with Jessica Alba?
No.
Okay, I won't look it up then, if you're certain.
I am, because that's her from Gabrielle Union from Bad Boys.
Right, yeah.
We covered it, Brian.
I know, but it's been a while, dude. I've done a lot since then.
So it's probably like a year ago, isn't it?
It'll be approaching that, I think. But speaking of Kerry Washington having, I guess, a side character or a cameo in the film, we've got Stan Lee in this as Willie Lumpkin.
Yeah.
The famous mailman from the Marvel Comics. So that's pretty cool. He's delivering fan service in the mail. Honestly, one of my favourite Stan Lee cameos as well.
Yeah, definitely.
And then we've got the Batman connection, as I like to bring up when I can, with Hamish Linklater playing Leonard. He's Reed's assistant, and I guess he's the exposition dropper of the film. He's this film's Barry Exposition. I say he's the Batman of the film, not because he's in some horror-related things, but he is the new voice of Batman to the Matt Reeves and Bruce Timm animated series Batman the Caped Crusader.
Right.
So that's the Batman connection established. I had to do that.
Of course you did.
Batman's my one true love. Nothing can beat him. Especially with prep time. But I particularly like this film. I remember enjoying it when we first saw it as youngsters / teens.
Yeah,
I guess. Formative years. It's a formative film for me. That's the term I wanted earlier. And I still think it holds up quite well now.
Yeah.
It's not a perfect Fantastic Four film.
No.
But it's as close as you're going to get into this generation of comic book films, I think.
Yeah, I think there's enough fun in that. For me, it's more about it being a family film. Yeah. And that's kind of what it is. I think the whole family can enjoy it, and it's good fun, and it's got enough action in it, it's got enough this, that, and the other, enough science there for it to be a bit sciencey for Reed,
My favourite stuff.
Yeah, there's enough balance in it for it to be not too much for children to take in, and just there's a lot in there for everyone to enjoy, I think, watching it as a family. It's like I say, it's a good fun film, it's got humour, it's got a bit of everything in it, so...
Great costumes. I like the costumes.
They are great costumes.
Nothing special, but they're great. They have texture in it, and they look good.
Yeah, I was surprised. It's the guy's only work as a costume designer.
Oh, wow, okay.
But he has worked on a lot. I do have a list of... Because it is a lot of comic book movies.
Yeah.
Because there's the Batman movies from 89 to 97.
Okay.
But then he also worked on Batman v Superman.
Doing what?
In the costume department.
Oh, right, okay. But these are the only ones he's designed?
Yeah.
Okay.
But he worked on Daredevil, X-Men 2, Hellboy.
Right.
The Tick TV series on Amazon.
Oh, nice.
Both amazing Spider-Man films. And Suicide Squad. So he worked on a lot of good ones, but he just doesn't design the suits for them. Okay. But he worked on them. So I imagine that's like probably putting them together or some other stuff.
Yeah, could be anything really.
Yeah.
Textile work, textures.
I was just quite surprised that this is the only one he did design for.
Right. Would he have done Grimm's prosthetics then, do you know? Or would that be somebody separate?
He might have done, but I don't know.
Because honestly, I mean, is it comic accurate? No. Does it look great in context to the film? Yes.
It's kind of comic accurate.
And yeah, but I mean, a lot of people want that more brow sort of thing on the face and stuff, don't they? But
Kirby didn't do it all of that.
No.
I think there had one without that from Kirby.
But I kind of prefer it not being there because it's weird to just have it.
Yeah, I kind of prefer how they did it in the second one. But
why is it a little different in the second
one? Yeah, there's a more pronounced brow and it looks a lot better in the second one.
Right, I never noticed that little detail.
Yeah, you can tell by looking at the thing which film it's from.
Right, okay. I normally know because I think he's actually got costume trousers in the second one. I don't think he wears them in the first.
He does.
Does he?
Yeah.
I don't remember the little Fantastic Four belt logo on him in the first film.
Yeah, wears it at the end. They're all in there.
Right.
They all suit up for the end. But classic superhero origin movie.
The biggest problem with this is kind of Doctor Doom. I love Doctor Doom in this.
Yeah.
Just McMahon's performance.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
Yeah.
I love the design.
Yeah.
I like how they gave him an origin as well into getting powers.
Yeah.
To shorthand a quick way of him being the big bad that actually stands a chance of fighting them.
Yeah.
But it is the fact that they do that bothers me. And maybe what bothers me more, realising now, is the clean ADR dialogue of his lines when he's in the mask.
Yeah.
You want to feel that sort of echo where it's coming from behind that metal mask he's wearing.
Yeah.
And it's just very clean dialogue, like it's not there at all. And it kind of spoils the presence that he has on screen.
Yeah, he could be a lot more menacing if they did something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do agree with that. But I do also think that they were planning on doing more like another villain, and this would have been like Doom in the background.
Yeah.
But back then, studios were like, we want the big bad now.
Yeah.
And it's like...
And also, you're doing too much.
Yeah.
Look what happened with Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
Look what happened with Daredevil when they went and tried that.
Yeah.
So, they'd learnt from that blueprint, at least.
Yeah. Overall, I think it does work as a film. Like, a quick, easy in for comic book, like, to get into the comic books. I always think, like, would a movie like this? And it does, for me, anyway. Also,
it's only 90 minutes. It's a very breezy comic book film.
Is it 90 minutes? I thought it was
I'm pretty sure it's about an hour 40.
45 or something.
Alright, it's 95 minutes. I can just check.
That's 105 minutes.
Sorry, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm thinking an hour 40.
I think the second one's
Well, okay, it's 105 minutes. And I think that's pretty breezy for what it does.
Yeah.
Does it make the Doom thing in the last act feel a little rushed? Yeah, a little. But honestly, the rest of the film is much more entertaining than that part alone.
Yeah.
Like, that's the core of the film, them learning their powers, figuring each other out, and how the powers have affected them.
Yeah.
Especially with Ben Grimm, the thing.
Yeah.
Like, he's the heart of the film, and because obviously he's stuck constantly in his power set, I guess, and they just managed to find to cure him. Spoilers, but this film's 20 years old. Every 10 years you get a Fantastic Four reboot.
I'm waiting for the next one. They seem to get worse.
And he loses his powers because Reed Richards designs what looks like a telepod from The Fly to replicate the cosmic storm that gave them the powers, and
wouldn't it have been great
cures him, in inverted commas.
Wouldn't it have been great if Jeff Goldblum came out of it?
Yeah, it would. Every film's better for Jeff Goldblum being in it.
Is it?
And maybe. That I can think of. But that cures him, and in inverted commas. And then he has to instantly get his powers back to save the rest of them. And you just kind of feel sorry for him.
Yeah.
Also, for a family film, it's odd that they decide to put what appears to be a suicide attempt in this film.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't explicitly say that's what it is, but
no,
there's enough context there.
Yeah. I thought you were going to mention that Doom just blows a hole straight through a guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Don't get that anymore. This is like Marvel's first PG film as well.
Oh, I'm not sure.
I'm sure I read that it was its first PG film.
It could be.
And I was thinking, like, that came on, and I was like, that's way more than what you get in some of their other stuff.
I mean, Rise of the Silver Surfer, when we get to that, is quite a dark moment from Doom as well.
Yeah.
So
he just does all that stuff in these anyway.
Yeah.
Find out next week what Doom does.
Well, they'll find out right after we're covering the film, the sequel in this episode.
No, I mean, we'll be We're going on Fantastic Four.
Yeah, we've got another episode of Fantastic Four next week.
Yeah, not to spoil anything.
4 films of Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
This is part 1.
Yeah.
But I honestly find there's a lot to enjoy in these.
Yeah.
This one and the next. More than reasons to loathe it or hate it, whatever people seem to want to do with it.
I don't think I mentioned the guy who did the costumes, did I?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Not by name. Jose Fernandez.
All right.
Sorry, I was just looking at it then. I was thinking, I don't remember saying his name.
Jose, strong name.
Yeah. Sorry, I think I cut you off on something.
No, I basically just said why I like the film. I believe I did.
There is something I kind of like it, but at the same time I kind of don't like it.
Can I guess?
Yeah.
John Ottman's theme?
Yes. You know exactly why, don't you?
It's too much like X-Men.
Yeah. There's a lot of that X-Men rhythm to it, and I just think, is this just his go-to superhero theme?
But also, I think thematically there's a slight overlap there. That sense of adventure from their powers.
Yeah, I guess.
And being kind of ostracised for their powers. Although in this, they seem to be... in this, they kind of seem more celebrated for their powers.
Yeah. I love that about Marvel comic books. All the Marvel comic books, everyone's just like, oh, look at Spider-Man, he's great, he does great stuff. And Fantastic Four, they're amazing. The Avengers are amazing. The X-Men, you're like...
Captain America.
Yeah, but the X-Men, you're like, no, we don't want them. They're mutants.
It's almost like, before they decide if they like or dislike the hero, they go like, were you born with those there powers?
Yeah.
And if they say yes, it's like, oh, I don't like you, pal.
Yeah, exactly, it's weird.
And it's like, no, they were thrust upon me through some tragic experiment or an accident. And it's like, I like you. Yeah. You're relatable, pal.
I love it. It's weird. I can't wait for the X-Men in the MCU because it just won't make any sense. Like in the comic books, I feel like I can get away with it. But
are you ready for moving to some trivia, or do you have more to say on this?
I feel like I've said all I can say on there, haven't I? Like plot-line, storyline. I don't know. Can't think of anything else. I just love it.
I'm a big enjoyer of this. I don't care what people say. Have you seen what other directors were attached at one point for this?
Yes, because your favourite director was. It's, oh God, now I've got his name. Damn. Peyton Reed.
Of Ant-Man fame.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I heard you've been mentioning it to me a lot, not on the podcast, but Ant-Man 3 keeps coming up every so often, and for whatever reason, about how great it is, I think.
More the opposite, but somehow that's been my go-to reference for bad films as of late.
Yeah, I know Peyton Reed were attached. I don't seem to have it noted though, but his cast I just remember.
Oh, I don't think I've got his cast. What his cast would have been?
He wanted Paul Walker.
Oh, he was Human Torch, right?
Yeah.
Great casting. Could he be the guy that wanted George Clooney as Mr. Fantastic?
Could have been.
It's just that I have 3 cast members that were looked at for being Mr. Fantastic. And they were George Clooney, Brendan Fraser, Hugh Jackman.
Yeah. Which I think now, I don't think it was one of them. Why didn't I write this down? I wrote some other crap down.
I'd also seen Chris Columbus was down to direct.
Yeah.
And I'm not familiar with this name.
What name's that?
Raja Gosnell.
No.
People know him as being the father of Bradley Gosnell. No, they won't. He's a film director. He did Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed.
Oh.
Home Alone 3. Assuming that's where he directed, I'll go to his proper page. Let's get a proper answer on this.
After that, I'll read the Peyton Reed.
He directed Big Mama's House, Never Been Kissed, Scooby-Doo.
Great stuff.
Beverly Hills Chihuahua. So yeah, he's got more of a comedy vibe, family vibe. I mean, if you did Scooby-Doo, I'm pretty sure you can do Fantastic Four.
I like that.
It's that found family thing, though, isn't it? With the Scooby Gang.
I just have an image in my head now. Reed Richards just been like, let's go look for clues.
Yeah, makes sense.
Anyway, Peyton Reed's cast was apparently, I actually quite like it. It was Alexis Denisof as Reed Richards.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah.
Wesley from Buffy, an angel.
Yeah, he's great.
He's somewhere in the Avengers film.
Yeah, he is. I can't even remember who has. One of the random Thanos thugs. And I mean, like, one of the random ones, not one of the, what they're called.
One of them 4 that turn up in Infinity War.
Yeah. Anyway, as I said, Paul Walker as Johnny Storm.
Yeah.
Charlize Theron was the Sue Storm.
Okay.
John C. Reilly was the Ben Grimm.
I can see that.
It'd have been alright.
Yeah.
Well, it was your favourite, I think, I imagine, Jude Law for Doctor Doom.
I can see that.
Although,
no.
Not
actually, not
then.
No, I was just thinking, yeah, but I'm thinking of him as now.
I'm trying to think of him with, like, Alexis Denisof in it. I don't know.
Maybe.
Well, Alexis Denisov would be a pretty good Reed Richards, I think.
Not a bad cast.
No. I don't really know what Peter Marine did other than Ant-Man. Have I seen anything about him?
Yeah, I believe we have.
Probably.
Ant-Man do you want to tell you?
Oh, bring it on. No, that's what he did. I don't want you to tell me. A couple episodes of Mandalorian. I know I've seen that.
Yes Man?
I about hated Yes Man in the breakup.
Yeah.
Again, another comedy guy. Oh yeah, they've been looking at comedy people because they wanted to do it more as a comedy, didn't they?
Yep.
And Tim Story apparently talked them into doing it a bit more serious. It was Chris Columbus that he became a producer on it.
Okay.
It was Tim Story that convinced him that it could be a more serious film.
Yeah, as you would expect the director of Home Alone to do.
Yeah. Yeah, Tim Story actually said, look at Spider-Man and X-Men that have just come out. So
good move.
Yeah, I prefer this over X-Men. Less characters to juggle, though, innit?
Yeah, he did. Did you see that over 10 screenwriters had worked on the script across development?
Yeah, it's really weird when you look at who actually gets credited on the script and apparently who has had their hands on it.
Well, it changes each time, doesn't it? So, yeah. And apparently 900 visual effects shots.
Yeah.
Making it a visual spectacle despite its modest tone.
The thing that did stay in the script, gotta stop saying that, when he's a character in this, is the bridge scene. That is something that remained from
that sort of disaster movie moment.
Yeah, that's something that remained early on and kept throughout every script rewrite, it sounds, or most of them. And yeah.
I mean, it's a good scene, though.
Yeah, so it sounds like, well, it's pretty good, and then you realise that Sue goes invisible for no reason.
Yeah, and apparently that was added to the script after she'd signed on.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, she basically Sue Storm in this. If she's invisible, she's got no clothes on.
Yeah.
Because they don't turn invisible with her.
Yeah. The costumes do.
Because they're designed to.
Yeah.
But it sucks because later in the film we have Mr. Fantastic Stretch and his regular clothes stretch with him.
Yeah.
And they shouldn't.
No.
Key detail. It's bothered me for a long time now.
It's mainly in the second one where you really go all out.
Yeah.
Stretching his
clothes. We'll get to it.
At that point, I imagine
I've got a scene where I've got a bone to pick with Mr. Fantastic in the second one.
Oh, God. I think I know what it is. But yeah, that bridge, it was actually like a 200-foot set.
Okay.
In a Vancouver parking lot.
Oh, yeah, because these films are shot in Vancouver.
Yeah. And, apparently the cast and crew were playing golf behind part of the set while they were filming. Yeah, massive set. They're 5 weeks filming on that bridge. If I'm right, Michael Chiklis didn't really have many scenes with the rest of the cast, though. Ben Grimm's by himself.
All right, I'd not really spotted that. Although I guess you have to, because he's spending hours in makeup and...
Yeah.
Also, that suit weighed 60 pounds. I don't know what that is in kilo. Do you have it in kilo?
No, I have it at 60 pounds of latex.
Yeah.
Which I thought was weird.
Oh, it's not as heavy as I thought it would be. It's quite manageable, I feel.
Yeah.
It's a weight that I would have lugged around for quite a while, quite easy. 27.2 kilograms.
Right.
Which sounds a lot, but I don't think it's all that bad when it's spread across your body. I was lugging that around just on my shoulders for 8 hours a day for 9 years. So...
All right. One of my favourite things about that suit was apparently in the headgear there was a rock that they could take out and just blow cold air into the suit.
All right.
For him to cool down, because it was really hot and uncomfortable.
Yeah, it would have been hot in there for sure.
Yeah, because apparently it was really hot all the time, and then when it got to the winter months, everyone would complain how cold it was.
And he was actually comfortable in his suit. I believe it's when they were filming the climactic scene at the end in the streets of Vancouver.
Yeah, just made me laugh. I guess that's what possibly helped him get into the role, because it's just he must have hated being in that suit. Ben Grimm kind of doesn't like being that way. So for me, it
helps with the character.
Yeah.
I also really like his voice in this, and that's something that he came up with once he had the suit and stuff. Apparently he was wearing prosthetic teeth as well to help have the voice.
Yeah.
It's something he really wanted to work on.
Yeah, Michael Chiklis is amazing as Ben Grimm.
He's the highlight of the movie. Apparently Stan Lee said that Michael Chiklis' thing is his favourite performance in any Marvel film ever.
Yeah.
However, I don't know when he said that.
Straight after this movie.
Exactly. So he had over a decade where somebody could have replaced it and he's never said.
Yeah, because for some reason, 10 years later, I imagine Stan Lee might have just forgot.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't imagine him going back to many of these films and rewatching them or remembering many people's names or whatever. I don't know why.
And also, people probably think this is the first Fantastic Four live-action movie. It's not.
No.
There was one in 1994 from... Is it Roger Corman who made it, or was it just his production company? I can't remember.
Production, I think.
We'll find out next week anyway, because we're pairing it with Fant Four Stick, the 2015 Fantastic Four movie that no one liked but me.
I thought it was okay.
I like a lot of it.
We'll get into it next week.
Yeah, and then I'll explain why, because I have what I think a Fantastic Four first outing should look like.
Yeah.
So I'll discuss that next week.
Yeah. Right.
Because it kind of overlaps with what Fantastic Four, the 2015 Fant Four Stick is.
Yeah.
But yeah, the first Fantastic Four was 1994, but like I said, we'll get into that next week when we pair it with the...
Yeah.
But again, that's almost a Fantastic Four every 10 years reboot.
Yeah. Do you know what I thought was funny about this? Apparently Ian Grufford came up with the Reed always taking notes while, and whatnot, and to me that was just something Reed does. So
Yeah,
I thought that was something that would already be there. Yeah. Apparently he was writing down algebra stuff, equations that he remembered from a kid and stuff like that. But if it was a scene he really had to focus on, he was just writing gibberish.
All right. It
was just nothing.
I was kind of hoping it was going to be him writing his lines from Hornblower.
That would have been good.
But not that I can quote one to make it even funnier.
Well, apparently he struggled with scenes keeping an American accent because they'd change the script, so they'd have to
so they'd have to
learn new words.
Well, I don't think they're new words.
New lines.
It's like, what is this word? I've never seen it before. And the writer's like, we just made that up for you.
To be fair, as Mr. Fantastic, he might learn new words.
Yeah, probably.
Mr. Fantastic's the smartest guy.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean he's verbose.
What's that mean?
Large vocabulary.
Yeah, but it did make me laugh when I saw that he said to his parents he was working on a big American production, big blockbuster movie.
Yeah.
And when they came to visit, they're just doing an elevator scene, and it's just really boring. It's like the smallest scale thing they've done.
Yeah. Typical, isn't it?
I could just imagine him inviting them for the second one, and they're just like, no, it's fine. I know they were all wary of the special effects and how all that would look.
Yeah.
Kind of new at the
Yeah, I was
time.
going to say, it's still relatively new, yeah.
Not many of them had worked on that sort of thing.
There's also a great part in this where Ben mentions that he used to smoke.
Yeah.
And that's because the Thing in the comics did smoke up until the early 90s when Marvel's new editor-in-chief, Joe Quesada, added an anti-smoking policy for all the company's characters.
Yeah.
Which I'm pretty sure I've seen characters smoking since then in comics. But it's probably the Marvel Max stuff.
Yeah.
Because that's more what I read.
Yeah. It's kind of sad when certain characters aren't allowed to smoke anymore. What is Wolverine getting at? What do they get out of stopping Wolverine from smoking, really?
I guess he could chew tobacco.
But why? He smoked. It can't kill him. People know he got healing factor, what's he going to do?
Also, I don't know how this came about, but apparently it was Jennifer Garner that suggested Michael Chiklis for the role.
Yeah, they were both on Fox shows.
Also, they'd probably meet at Fox studio functions and so on.
Yeah,
because he was doing is it S.H.I.E.L.D. he was doing back then?
Because him and Julian McMahon also knew each other.
Because he was doing Nip Tuck, and that was a Fox show, I think.
They said they'd like to work on a movie together at some point, and somehow got this.
Yeah. Nip Tuck's one of them shows that actually kind of changed the landscape of TV. I was reading an article about it last year or a year before now, but I can't remember what the points were. I just remembered that they said it was, and it made a good point. But there's also puppets in Alicia's art gallery, and she says they belong to her father, because in the comics her father is Philip Masters, a.k.a. the Puppet Master, who's a comic book villain. Yeah. I like that little nod.
I do as well. Unfortunately, these movies...
And then they don't put him in the sequel.
No. All these movies do is tease the Puppet Master. Not allowed in the movie. Sad times, man. He was in the game. And
apparently the rewrites that you mentioned for this were because the screenplay had a lot of similarity and jokes to The Incredibles.
Yeah.
Which was released the year before.
Yeah. Do you imagine there was a bit more adventure stuff in it?
Maybe. And just for those that don't know, Chris Evans improvised some of his dialogue.
Yeah.
Which I think is obvious. It's got his brand of humour all over it. And I bloody love it for it.
It's great Johnny Storm, isn't he?
He's my favourite so far.
Yeah.
I guess we might as well tell listeners now, we're not doing a review for the new Fantastic Four. I can't be bothered to see it in the cinema, and I'll probably watch it when it comes to Disney Plus.
Or something.
I just feel there's more important films to be seeing in the cinema than that. I watched Superman because I felt that was quite important. That's like a new era to DC, and DC is my baby when it comes to comics, I guess, because it's got Batman in it.
Yeah.
Not that Superman has Batman in it, the comics have Batman in it.
Yeah. For me, it's just really upsetting that I'm just not interested in watching a new comic book movie, because comic book movies and comic books in general have always been my thing. Thing. I might tally up how many times I laugh at myself saying thing during this episode. I won't. Yeah, I don't want to really get into that right now.
Yeah. One of us mentioned anyway that Hugh Jackman was up for the role of Reed Richards, even though he was Wolverine at the time, which makes it weird.
Yeah.
Especially when there's a deleted scene where Reed Richards shapes his face into Hugh Jackman's Wolverine.
Yeah.
It's deleted, but it's there.
Yeah.
It's worth watching if you've got the DVD. Any more you want to say?
No, we can move on. Second one's basically the same movie.
Okay, before we move on then, I've got one thing to say.
All right.
Apparently, despite mixed critical reception, the film grossed over $330 million worldwide, which you've already said, from its budget of $100 million worldwide.
Yeah.
Became the highest grossing superhero film directed by a black filmmaker until Black Panther.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I prefer this.
Yeah, I do.
This to me is exactly what I kind of expect from Fantastic Four, especially for a first outing.
Yeah.
Whereas Black Panther was not very good. I don't want to get into that though.
No.
But yeah, we can move on if you want.
Okay. So it's 2 years forward, so 2007, Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer.
All that you know is at an end.
Made on a budget of $130 million and grossing $301,913,131 worldwide.
Yeah, I love the amount of threes and ones in that number.
Oh, we never went into it, so maybe we should after this, actually. The writers.
Oh, yeah.
Written by Don Payne and Mark Frost by script based on a story by Mark Frost and John Turman. Again, directed by Tim Story. Again, repeated cast. Ian Grufford reprises Reed Richards, Jessica Alba as Sue Storm, Chris Evans as Johnny Storm, Michael Chiklis as Ben Grimm, Julian McMahon as Victor Von Doom, Doug Jones as the physical, mocap stuff for Silver Surfer, and Lawrence Fishburne being the voice of the Silver Surfer, Andre Braugher as General Hager. And the synopsis, as IMDb has it, the Fantastic Four learn that they aren't the only superpowered beings in the universe when they square off against the powerful Silver Surfer and the planet-eating Galactus. So do you want to share on this first?
Yeah. Overall, I still like this one. I enjoy it. There's a lot to love in this one. I think the Fantastic Four get to do a bit more what they do in the comic books, which is kind of explore and delve into science stuff and look at the world going a bit wild under the Silver Surfer's travels. And yeah, I think they get a lot more of that to do. But unfortunately, I think the changes they make from the comic books kind of oddly hinder the movie in itself, because I don't really know why they had to change certain aspects for it to work in that way. But overall, again, I think as a film, and in this one, I think is an hour and a half. I think it's a good fun ride, and again,
it is. It's 90 minutes.
Yeah,
sorry.
And again, I think it is a good fun ride for a family film, which I think is what they were really aiming for with these. Just good fun family films. Nothing too over the top. Nothing too, and there's a lot of jokes, a lot of good humour from the characters again, and some nice little drama stuff as well. Not as great as the first one, I don't feel, but yeah, this one I think aimed for a bit bigger in scope, and unfortunately I do think it falls a bit flat, but I do think what it did was, Silver Surfer himself, I think he's great in appearance. How can you go wrong with a Silver Surfer?
Yeah.
But no, again, I don't think there's much to fault in this film either, other than if you are a big comic book fan, where it's that isn't right. But
yeah,
I myself, I look at it and I go but as a movie, it's fine. And I think what they'd set up, which we'll probably go into later, I think really works when you think about that. And again, I've always thought it lesser than the first one, but not by much.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Because I still enjoy the cast. They really make this one.
In fact, my biggest problem with this one is...
Is it the bone you've got to pick with Reed Richards, or is there something else?
No, there's something else more actual critical to the film, I think.
Right.
It's the use of Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
He's not necessary in the film, and they don't use him as much as they could have. So, again, he feels kind of rushed, like they rushed the ending in the first one to get to a battle with him.
Yeah.
When really they could have just maybe slowly progressed his evolution in the first and then had a big battle with him in this one while they're still trying to struggle with the Silver Surfer or something.
Yeah.
But I guess that's because they're trying to make one contained film and not rely on like a definite sequel at hand.
Yeah.
Like studios do now.
Yeah. I haven't got that much of a problem with Doctor Doom.
He kind of feels shoehorned into me. Like, there's like, oh, we can bring him here, let's do that. And it's like, okay, I guess.
I do think they just kind of went like, we love Doctor Doom. He's the Fantastic Four main villain. He has to be in it.
Yeah.
But I do enjoy him in this one. One of my problems is they kind of... The Silver Surfer in this kind of somehow alters their powers, the cosmic ability. He's also the power cosmic, as they say.
I don't think they do in the film, do they?
They say he's got cosmic powers, but
I know,
they don't say the power cosmic like that, which is unfortunate.
That's proper
Stanley.
Yeah.
But he alters their powers a bit, and Doctor Doom kind of, like, we didn't really go on about it in the first one, but his face starts changing, like, scarred. And all that
like
sort
little
of
metal cracks going through.
And at this point, it removes all that, and he just kind of goes around as not Doctor Doom, I guess, because...
They're there for a while, and then all of a sudden they're just gone.
Not after the Silver Surfer meet, though.
Right, sorry, it's after the Silver Surfer meet,
He loses that, and then he picked up on Doom, I guess. I don't really know. I don't really feel I can call him Doctor Doom if he's not wearing the mask. Even though he is a doctor. But yeah, it's... I think just losing that, he just kind of loses his presence. But then in this one, they did have to work with him, and I think they also thought, if they're working with him, we can't have him look like a bad guy.
Yeah.
It makes it too obvious.
Yeah.
And it's like, I think it's obvious he'll double cross. His name is Doctor Doom.
Yeah. I'm not even sure he's doing that PhD anymore.
If I'm right, I think he got that himself in the comic books.
He gets it himself from being like the ruler of Latveria or something.
Yeah, it's great.
Which is Latveria, actually, they hint at when they ship him off in a cargo crate at the end of the first film.
Yeah.
And then he's actually in his Doom Castle in the second film.
Yeah.
But you don't really see much of Latveria at all. It's barely touched on, and then they're instantly bringing him back to New York.
Yeah.
Or wherever.
Yeah, Vancouver.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is a bit sad, the Doctor Doom side of this, but I really enjoy his sort of story in it.
Oh, yeah.
He wants the power cosmic of the
Why
Silver
wouldn't
Surfer.
You get to go around on a cool surfboard that doesn't need water.
That's all, in my head, that's all he kind of did in this movie. He kind of looked at Silver Surfer and went like, I want to go round on a cool board like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, they made the mistake with the ADR for Doom.
Oh, yeah.
It's clean dialogue again, not filtered as if it's coming from behind a mask or something.
Yeah.
That sort of echoey texture it should have.
Yeah, you'd think they'd have learned after the first one, but apparently not. Weird.
But I love Fantastic Silver Surfer anyway, because of the animated series we grew up on.
Yeah.
So when he appeared in this, it's like, this is incredible.
Yeah.
And Fishburne's mint with that voice for it. Honestly, a great casting.
Apparently he was going to voice Galactus, and then they kind of cut Galactus from the film.
Yeah.
And Doug Jones was actually going to voice the Silver Surfer. Apparently in the earlier trailers you can hear it. I was supposed to go and listen to one of the earlier trailers, but I didn't. But yeah, apparently you can hear Doug Jones as Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
But Lawrence Fishburne was happy to voice him, which I kind of think is a bit sad. But
you had a theory, or was it actually evidenced about Doug Jones with the voice?
Oh, apparently Doug Jones, it was after this film, he has a contract, in a clause in his contract where it says that he will voice the characters that he's actually playing. And Hellboy 2 was after this, and I don't know if that's one of the reasons why he ends up. But I actually think it's the thing that comes from Hellboy, because David Hyde Pierce actually said that he thought it was fair for Doug Jones to voice him. I
think we actually covered that bit of trivia on our Hellboy episode at the time about what Hyde Pierce said.
Yeah. Anyway,
something else that bothers me with this film.
Yeah.
Still, before I get to what I really want to pick a bone about.
Oh God.
It's Stan Lee.
Oh man,
it's another great cameo, but this time he plays himself.
Yeah.
How is he not the mailman again, Willie Lumpkin?
I don't know.
They want us to believe there's two men out there in this New York that look identical, just walking around the Baxter building.
Maybe they were twins split at birth. You won't go with that theory.
Also, I love the Baxter building design, how they integrate the four onto the top of the building in this.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
It's awesome, yeah.
A lot of cool stuff like that.
And the costumes seem very similar to the first film, so I'm not sure how they differ exactly. I was supposed to try and get some side-by-side comparisons before recording, but nothing goes to plan for me lately.
I forgot to look at that, but it is a new costume designer on this one.
Right.
Mary E. Voigt.
Right.
She did Batman Returns, so I'm assuming she will have known Jose Fernandez.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Doug Jones.
And Doug Jones, probably.
Because that's my Batman connection this time. Ding, 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 ding. Doug Jones. He's one of the... Is it Triangle Circus?
Yeah.
That works for Penguin.
Yeah.
He's one of them in the film.
She also worked on the Men in Black 1 to 3.
Okay. I've not seen Men in Black 1 to 3.
I mean, or like 3 Men in Black movie.
Oh, I thought there was a new one called Men in Black 1, 2, 3.
No. I'm just saying, that's kind of another Batman connection you got there. She knows
Tommy Lee Jones. Did you see, and
No.
I'm assuming you have, that there were talks, well, we knew there was talks to do a third movie because it seemed like it was happening forever, because they were supposed to do a third film and the Silver Surfer was supposed to get a film after this, which is what the whole point was, and that's why they hired Galactus.
Yeah.
Because they wanted the reveal to be in the Silver Surfer movie.
Yeah.
But apparently, one of the reasons Marvel Studios wanted Chris Evans to play Captain America was to keep Fox from using him as Johnny Storm again. Now, I don't like that, and I can imagine that being true with how the MCU seems to have operated around things.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got my beef with the MCU, I'm not going to deny that. But I'm not sharing that here.
We'll do an MCU episode.
Oh, God, no, please.
We'll have a good karate.
But I just thought that seems really ironic, the fact that they then let reprise Johnny Storm for the Deadpool and Wolverine last year.
Yeah. And if it's true, we might be getting Ian Grufford and Miles Teller for the new one, but I don't know if that's true.
All right.
Because apparently we're getting
When you say the new one, you mean
2025 Pedro Pascal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Apparently they're returning for the Council of Reed.
Ah, right. Okay. I'll find out when it drops on Disney Plus, I guess.
You'll probably find out before, though you might not believe it.
Yeah,
I'm a bit unsure on it. I don't know if it'll be true.
Although there was some early casting rumours about the new Superman, and they turned out to be true.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff you hear about it, but I kind of want it to be true, but at the same time I don't.
Another problem I have with this is the forest that they're running around in Germany is it's the same forests where the X-Men roam in the X-Men trilogy.
If you look closely, you can see Wolverine running through.
Well, that forest appears in all three of the X-Men films to the original X-Men trilogy.
Yeah.
And then they're like, you know what, we'll use it here too. And it's kind of obvious.
Do you know what makes it obvious for me? And it is mainly because of X3 and this being brighter films.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the reason why. Because there's something about them being brighter. Like, if you say it's the same one from X-Men or X-Men 2, I'll be like...
Oh, because the colour palette's similar.
Yeah, but
that you can match it a little.
Yeah, X3 was out in broad daylight, and I feel like it's the same environment. Like, yeah, I feel like it is that.
For me, it's similar to when X-Files started filming in Vancouver.
Yeah.
Or when you're watching Mutant X, which was also filmed in Vancouver.
Yeah.
You go like, that's the forest in Vancouver.
Yeah.
There's just something so identifiable about it that as soon as they're in the forest, you go like, this is Vancouver.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess it's the amount of trees. Like the same, you know what I mean? I'm not sure what trees they are, but they're just,
there's like a spacing between them. Like,
yeah, but they're also they're
I know what you mean. But
what do you call it? Species of tree? What's the word I'm after? Kind, type, variety.
Go with one of those.
You know what I mean, right?
Yeah. But it looks like that. For me, they could have been filming at the same time as X-Men 3.
Yeah,
because it looks like the same location. Like
there would have been some overlap in time, depending when principal photography began, though.
Yeah. Why do you imagine they didn't wait for the X-Men guys to leave and they just started filming?
Don't know. But Vancouver didn't just double for the forest of Germany in this film. Like the last film, it doubled for New York, but this time it also doubles for London, Shanghai, and Tokyo.
Incredible.
It's a very versatile city, is Vancouver.
It is.
It can be anything you want it to be.
It really can.
With a little bit of Hollywood magic. We also got a fantastic car in this.
Yeah. They tried to keep that under wraps, but apparently you won't. I was so happy to see that when we were watching that in cinema. I remember.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I was just one of the things. It's like, yeah. So glad that was in it. Apparently they tried keeping it out of trailers and everything like that.
Right, okay.
Thing for me though is it's like I'm sure they could have really used that for toy sales, right?
I mean, they will have, right?
I don't know. I just imagine if they really tried to keep it under wraps, and they're like, don't reveal those. While we're mentioning Doom, we should have mentioned his amazing kill, maybe.
Oh yeah, in this one.
Yeah.
Oh, it's brutal.
Oh yeah.
I did not expect it. I didn't remember it. I'm surprised I don't remember it.
Yeah.
It's the sort of thing that I like.
Yeah. Unfortunately, poor Andre Bauer.
Yeah.
Bro, who gets it, but he kind of gets blown in half.
It's like the sides of him and the centre stays.
Yeah. Yeah.
They just gets shot off and he becomes like a weird, not marble, but almost like stone-like weird, broken, ashy-looking structure.
Yeah, it's really sad.
It's very similar to what Doom does in Fant 4 Stick next week.
Doom just escalates.
Also, Andre Braugher as General Hager in this was apparently going to be Nick Fury at one point. And I wondered if it's because they kill him off, why it's not.
Yeah, maybe.
Or if it's for the fact that I'm guessing with this being 2007, they would have known they were having Samuel L. Jackson in the end of Iron Man.
Yeah, maybe that. Reed gives him a speech that's from very similar to one from the comic book Ultimate Extinction.
Okay.
And it's one that he says to Nick Fury.
Right, okay.
About being a good little nerd.
Right.
So I'm guessing it kind of stays in the script, and he says it to Hager instead.
And now I'll get into my beef with this film, I guess. Seems like you just mentioned about Mr. Reed Richards.
Yeah.
Being a little nerd. He's getting married.
Yeah.
In this film's story to Sue Storm.
Yeah.
So Johnny Storm decides he's going to be the guy doing the bachelor party.
Yeah.
And Reed says, no exotic dancers, is it he says?
Yeah.
And Johnny says, no, that's fine, no exotic dancers, basically. And they turn up to the party, and there's a load of women there. And Reed's like, I said no exotic dancers. And Johnny's like, oh, it's all right, they're just hot women, lots of hot women kind of thing. It's like, okay, I guess that's a weird workaround. Like, what you've just said is any better. But it's the fact that the women start to show interest in Reed because he's Mr. Fantastic. And he ends up with two of them, one in each arm. And then he's dancing with them and using his stupid stretch powers all over the place in that dance, awkwardly in a way that doesn't look like dancing sometimes. But his suit stretches with them, and they shouldn't.
Yeah.
And then Sue enters because the general, played by Kenneth Branagh, has come wanted to see
Andre
Reed.
Branagh.
Yeah. What did I say?
You kind of merged him with Kenneth Branagh.
Did I?
Yeah. Anyway. Andre Branagh.
Andre Branagh wants to see Reed, and she's like, fine, I'll take you to him. So they go to the bachelor party, and he's there on the dance floor with these two women. And what I think makes this worse is the fact that not only is he dancing with the two women and she's there now seeing it, it's the fact that nowhere in the film does it try to display that he's drunk and this is just a slip of his like inhibitions type of thing, where he's like, oh, I'm not quite myself, which meant he was fully aware, as this social awkward nerdy man that he is, that he's like, oh, I'll just dance with these two women.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I've got the problem where's this confidence now coming from? But also, he's made this conscious decision to dance with these two women whilst not drunk, which I think it might be a nitpick, but it really ruins him as a character for me. I don't think it's in character at all for Reed Richards, and it really, really grates me. I would delete that scene or rewrite it instantly.
Yeah.
If that script had come past me and I read that scene, I'd be like, no, change it right now.
What about the scene that comes after? Because I kind of think it's like just as bad, but I don't know if she's joking in what she says. Because she said, when he says he apologises for it, she says, it's okay, I did worse on my bachelorette party.
Oh, yeah. Which means, what was it?
And then she just smiled and walked away, and he left like, what?
It's supposed to be a joke, and I guess it easily also undoes what he's just done that we've seen him do, but I've got problems with it.
For me, I imagine she's just done it knowing for a fact it'll bother him if she never says what it is, because nothing happened.
And somebody like Reed's going to be an overthinker as well.
And eventually it'll tumble their marriage. Went dark.
They also gave Alicia Masters more to do in this film with Ben and so on, and being the bridesmaid, I guess, or is she the maid of honour? I don't know.
One of those. A maid of honour is the top bridesmaid, isn't
it? Did you see, for marketing, they had a scrapped idea for this as well? They once included the idea of stylising a US quarter with the Silver Surfer's image on it, and then they were like, no, let's not do that.
Yeah.
I thought it was, I don't know why I find it kind of funny. I think it's funnier for the fact it's listed. It's like, on the trivia for this film, it's like, is there any proof of this? Like, where do we know this idea existed? It just seems a bit weird.
You did mention Alicia Masters and that she does get a bit more to do.
Yeah.
She mentions to Ben that he should meet her stepfather.
Yeah, that we said last time is the puppet master.
Yeah. Another tease for that guy who we'll never see.
Yeah. And you know for a fact the third film that they've just done the Mole Man.
Yeah.
And Doom again.
Yeah.
And just another tease to the puppet master.
Yeah.
Apparently Andre Bauer had to leave ER, or step away from ER for a while to do this.
Yeah.
And that's the first time I feel like I've ever learned he was in ER.
I thought he declined a role in ER
Ah, okay.
to be in this, because apparently he's a Fantastic Four fan as well.
Of course he is. He's also very Captain Holt in this from Brooklyn. Is it Brooklyn 911?
9-9.
Brooklyn 99, yeah.
Yeah. It'd be a bit better if he was a bit more Captain Holt from Brooklyn 99, though. But that's just me. There's another comic book character in this as well.
Oh, can I guess?
Go on.
Is it Johnny Storm's girlfriend?
Yeah.
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 I don't know her name. I didn't write it down.
In this, she's just known as Frankie Ray.
Ah, right.
No, sorry. In this, she's just known as Captain Ray, but her full name's Frankie Ray.
Right, okay.
She's played by Bo Garrett.
Yeah.
In the comic books, I believe she's one of Johnny Storm's girlfriends. She's got like similar powers to him. She's known as Nova, and she's the second Herald of Galactus.
So is that who it is for the Silver Surfer in the new Fantastic Four this year, then?
No.
Oh.
And Frankie Ray was in the Silver Surfer animated series, though.
Oh, yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah.
If I'm right, she was like rollerblading in that.
Yeah, I think you're right. Why not?
I can't remember much about it. I remember.
It was also the Weta Digital Workshop that did Silver Surfer in this. The blueprints for him, anyway. They created him and used a blended and motion capture with Doug Jones.
Yeah.
Weta did a lot of the big visual effects in Lord of the Rings. That's where they really made their name as a special effects company, and now they're one of the biggest that do a lot of the Marvel work, if I'm right, for the MCU.
Yeah.
And there's 850 visual effects shots in this film.
That's not as many as the last.
Yeah, I was quite surprised.
I thought there'd be more. Maybe they learned.
Oh, sorry, over 850.
All right, so probably over 900.
Yeah, probably. And I don't know if you mentioned, but Chiklis's prosthetics this time were improved to be lighter and easier to put on and wear for him.
Yeah. Apparently the suit had broader shoulders.
All right.
And as I mentioned earlier, more pronounced brow.
Yeah. Do you have anything else on this?
I have a bit about Don Payne, the writer of this, said that, or one of the writers of this, he said that the influences are from what's known as the Galactus trilogy. That's when Galactus and the Silver Surfer first approach Fantastic Four issues 57 to issue 60. That's where Doom attempts to steal the Surfer's powers.
Okay.
And Ultimate Extinction, which is where the quote
that Reed says.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say whatever issues that Reed and Sue get married in.
No, that might be one of them. And then I've got what the apparent third movie could have been.
All right, go on then.
Like a list of stuff, though. Oh, I will say that apparently Tim Story in this one wanted Doom to be a Doombot, but he said it was so complex and nonsensical.
Yeah, they couldn't get it to work.
Point. Yeah,
too convoluted.
Yeah, Tim Story said he wanted Digimon Hansu to be Black Panther in a sequel to this.
Oh, that'd have been beautiful. There were rumours about putting him in this one, weren't they?
I think so, but Digimon Hansu was apparently in the running for Silver Surfer, I think, for this.
All right. Does that mean we've had Doug Jones for Black Panther?
Yeah. Yeah, anyway, Don Payne, one of the writers of this, he said that for the sequel, there's quite a lot he wanted to do for that, I think. He wanted to use the Negative Zone.
Oh, great stuff.
The Inhumans, the Skrulls, Annihilus, and that all makes sense for a Negative Zone thing, a big space thing. Kind of follow on a bit from this, it goes a bit more out there. And then my personal favourite, Puppet Master.
Oh, of course, he had to be there.
But the thing is, if he wanted to use all them other things, I imagine it'd have been like, I can't use Puppet Master here, but I will bring in Doctor Doom. That makes sense. So,
Puppet Master's Chekhov's villain.
Yeah, he just never showed up. While we're about the writers, I think.
Yes, I think you've made note of what they've all worked on.
Yeah.
So I didn't bother.
Don Payne, who I've just mentioned, he worked on the first two Thor movies. That's Thor and Thor: Dark World, and My Super Ex-Girlfriend. So
well, that's good. Luke Wilson and Uma Thurman.
Yeah. John Thurman, he worked on the 2003 Hulk and The Crow, Stairway to Heaven.
Okay, the TV series to The Crow.
Yeah. Mark Frost returns from the first Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah.
And he was the co-creator and co-showrunner of Twin Peaks.
Ah, yeah. That's why I know the name.
Yeah.
Twin Peaks is a beautiful show. It's bloody brilliant.
Yeah. And Michael France, so we didn't mention what he wrote, who did the first one of the co-writer, he'd done The Punisher, which we've covered already. Yeah. So we know he's also one of the writers on 2003 Hulk with John Turman, who does this one.
Which, when they're working on that many comic book films, you can only assume they're actually fans of the source material, and I think it kind of shows with these films.
Yeah.
Because it's not so much the stories that the films are telling, it's how the characters are done.
Yeah.
And I think that's the most important part. I feel the stories are allowed to adapt and change for film purposes and time frames and whatever's currently hot in Hollywood, I guess.
Yeah.
But the characters still have to remain true to their character, so
yeah,
I think that's something they do quite well.
Yeah, and as you mentioned already, that a sequel to this didn't get made mainly due to critical and fan backlash. Audience didn't like it. So that cancelled the third one of these and the Silver Surfer movie, which we would have seen Galactus.
Yeah.
Which no one seems to mention anymore.
No, that is something that seems forgotten about, the fact that there was a planned Silver Surfer movie from this.
Yeah. Hence Rise of the Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
Why would you have a rise and then nothing else?
Yeah. No crescendo. Can't rise and not have a crescendo.
Exactly.
Pretty sure they're the unwritten rules of music.
Is there anything else you want to add?
No, I can get into some questions if you want.
Go on.
Okay, which power would you take, and what completely useless way would you abuse it? I.e., Johnny uses your flame powers for toast.
I'll be honest with you, I'd probably go with the Human Torch, and I'd probably be doing exactly what he did, just clicking his fingers and making a flame.
Right. Good Laurel and Hardy callback.
It's just so fun.
That was a good sketch from an old Laurel and Hardy. I can't remember which one.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I just love that him doing that in the first movie, and I know for a fact I'd do that myself.
Okay, let's get real a minute then. Reed Richards, is he a genius or just a dick with elastic excuses?
He's definitely a genius.
Okay. Because Ian Grufford's from British TV with
Hornblower.
Yeah, thank you. All I wanted to say was Mindhorn. If you had to recast The Thing with a British TV actor, who are you getting covered in orange foam and screaming it's clobbering time on ITV2?
I was going to say Idris Elba.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You want Idris Elba as The Thing going, it's clobbering time?
Yeah.
I can see that and I love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have to stay British. That makes it funnier. The Thing is a New Yorker.
Okay. I think I know what you're going to answer here. Would you rather be trapped in an elevator with Johnny Storm or on a first date with Sue Storm but she's invisible the whole time?
You know my answer, so you know it's the Human Torch.
Yeah. You just look like a madman, wouldn't you, with option 2?
Option 2 also, I'd be like, she's got Reed. You know, like, I don't even know if she's here anyway.
Okay. How many uses can you name or think of for Mr. Fantastic's powers that would get the film an 18+ certificate?
I mean, there's a reference to it in this film.
Yeah. I'll be honest, I was very tired when I wrote some of these. I think my next question might just give away how tired I was when I wrote these.
I don't even know what to answer for that one.
Okay. Then Christ knows what you might answer for this one. What do you think Galactus smells like?
I mean, he was in a goddamn, cloud, so,
I know. I've seen some scientists say that, whatever gas in space smells like strawberries and stuff, so...
I don't know. I just don't imagine he smells nice.
Okay. If you had to rename the Silver Surfer with a British twist, what would it be? If you want some examples, I've wrote 2. The Reflective Geezer and Shiny Dave.
I don't even know how to answer that. What is it, Mirrored Boardsman or something? I don't know.
Okay.
You wouldn't have a cool name.
Who's winning the pub quiz, Victor Von Doom or your Year 9 science teacher?
Dr. Doom.
Rate the Fantastic Car out of 10, but only if you imagine it's your Uber score.
I mean, that's a 10, right? If that shows up, you're giving it a 10.
That's all my questions. Oh, no, it's not.
No?
I wrote 2 lots of questions.
Oh, okay.
Because I didn't like the ones that I've just read to you. I just scrolled and I was like, oh, these are my questions. Do you want to go for another round of questions?
Sure, 20 questions.
I think I only give you 8.
Oh.
Okay. Another set of questions anyway. I'm not sure how many's here. You've been given one of the Fantastic Four's powers, but it only works when you're very tired. Which one's the least inconvenient to activate while cradling a coffee?
It's fantastic.
Yeah, that's the least inconvenient.
Or at least inconvenient, sorry.
Inconvenient, yeah.
Invisible one, isn't it?
You think that's the most helpful to activate while you're tired?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not going to flame on or smash it with...
No, but at least if you fall asleep behind the wheel, no one will see you.
Force fields as well.
How well would Johnny Storm do on Love Island?
Very well. We'd fly away, I imagine, when trouble happens.
If Victor Von Doom starts a podcast, what would it be called and how many episodes before he gets cancelled?
Would it be called something like We Are Doomed? And he'd be on about like ridiculous science theories which are actually real because he's a very intelligent guy, but it'd get cancelled after maybe 2.
Okay. The Thing gets a spin-off series set in the UK. What's it called?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's clobbering time, right? It's catchphrase. Just call it that.
You could tell that I reworked some of the questions I previously had. If Silver Surfer was reimagined as a northern dad on a budget, what's he riding instead of a cosmic board? As an example, I've wrote an ironing board from Argos.
Okay. I have no idea.
No?
No.
Okay. What's Reed Richards' most annoying trait at a party? Correcting people's fun facts, turning into a human coat rack, explaining time dilation when someone says, I lost track of time, or all of the above but with graphs.
I think it's the second one, the coat rack.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You think that's his most annoying trait at a party?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you rather share a flat with the Thing or carpool with Johnny Storm after he's...
After he's what?
I don't know, I was just reading on.
Oh.
Oh, both options come with the soundtrack to Nickelback.
Of course I do.
So basically you're either living you're flat sharing with the Thing while listening to Nickelback, or you're carpooling with Johnny Storm while listening to Nickelback.
I think I'm carpooling.
Okay, I knew you would.
No, the Thing to sound like fun.
Anyway, they're the questions.
Okay.
I'm sorry they're bad. They were hard for this one.
Are they?
I don't know. I didn't want to do generic ones. Stop bullying me.
Don't sign that.
You might as well. I'm so sorry, people. I tried. Maybe I should do questions at the start about last week's films.
No, you're all right.
More Fantastic Four questions next week.
Great. I'm looking forward to them. I'll sign us out.
Yeah, okay.
That's the end of the show. Thank you for joining us this week. If you haven't already, click like and subscribe. A glowing review would also be appreciated. We are Cynic_critique on X and Instagram, and Cynic-critique on Blue Sky. Links to those and more can be found in the show's description. And remember to join us next week as we continue this fantastic adventure with the first Fantastic Four movie from '94 and 2015's Fantastic Four, aka Fant Four Stick. Thank you, and goodbye.
Goodbye.
You don't know anything about what's coming.
What is coming?